phone, your mouth is silent.
Hmm?
The phone is silent, so I couldn't. Yeah. Hello, Dr. Ayakara. How you doing, sir? Oh, my message is on. Hey, Loretta. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Hey, Richard, Jennifer. No, no, no. Hi, Pat and Bella. Oh, send me hi to Easy too. It's gonna start in a few minutes when I'm expecting an additional number of people, and then once this one's coming in, we can get started. Thank you all for joining. Really appreciate it. There we go. Let's look at camera. Hey, Shaya. Yo, Yinka, Poison. Hello, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. One more minute to get started. Alright, yeah. Okay, welcome everyone to the More Sibyl podcast. This is part of the initiative from the show to have live show with guests. And today I have my dad with me. Yay! So if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them in the comment section. And yeah, it's just gonna be very conversational like my other shows. Thank you all for joining once again. My dad, want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Introduce myself.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sibyl, all the way from Nigeria.
He's dressed the part too. He's looking like a malam. Malam is a word for people from the north, like the way they dress, like their garb. Yeah. So how you enjoying your first time in the US, right?
Yeah, that's my first time.
For the longest time, you didn't want to come here.
Yeah.
Why?
The first experience I had to join at the embassy, it wasn't palatable.
This was 1994, by the way.
Yeah, I still have the memory.
Alright, so I've been wanting him to visit the US for a while, and he keeps mentioning this unpalatable experience that we had with the US embassy. And I'm like, you didn't even ask him, like, what palatable experience? 1994, you people, and this man still remembers. But we're going for Nigerians supporters club, are we?
Yeah, we had to come for the World Cup.
US 94.
US 94.
Yeah.
And I was not part of the first batch or second batch of the supporters that went for the interview, but I was part of the third batch. But the first thing I saw when we entered the hall, or what do you call it, the office,
Yeah.
was the way they treated an old man. I thought it was an African. For somebody to be treated like that,
Yeah.
I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, at the end of the day, I was not giving, because maybe the way I
You
reacted,
treated like an African.
the way I reacted,
Like an African.
yes. So I was not giving. I kind of appealed, getting letter from all the angles I thought I can get letter to formally introduce me, but they still say no. They head to their ground, and I said, okay, no problem. If you are not going to give me your visa, there are other places I can go. So,
Alright.
so since that time, I've thrown them away. I don't want to see anything American.
But you're welcome here.
Not until you facilitated the movement.
Do you like America now?
I cannot say. This is just
Have you forgiven
a week.
them? No, it's not a week. You've been here for almost since September now.
September 1st. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
No, September 2nd.
There,
I touched down.
technically, yeah. 2 weeks.
I
Yeah.
touched down here on the 3rd, not
Yeah.
the 2nd.
So like almost 2 weeks.
Only 2 weeks. Yeah.
What do you think of it so far?
I'm not saying anything. I've been.
Because
kind
you've been
of
staying
been
indoors watching TV all day.
imprisoned.
No, we're not in prison. We didn't bring you all the way from Nigeria to come and be watching TV here.
Like I told you before your show started, it's unlike London that I've been to. I can find my way without even car. I can enter train, underground, buses. But here it's like, before you can get a bus here, you have to trek mile 20.
Okay, the idea behind traveling elsewhere that is not London is because it's gonna be not like London.
It's not like London.
So you don't
It's
have
not
to-
like, if not London, it's not London.
If you compare, it's good, but don't let it take away from the fun. Anyways, I have to introduce some honorable people. This is Dr. Yakora. Was one of my professors in Unilab. He's saying welcome. And Loretta is saying welcome. Sarah is saying welcome.
Thank you all.
Everyone saying welcome. Loretta wants to know. Oh yeah, Loretta wants to know. Sorry, Sarah wants to know that how was Tolani as a child? Yeah.
Describing her, what? What do I say now?
Just, I don't know. You
Quiet.
Quiet?
Yeah, you are not troublesome.
Really?
Yeah, you aren't.
Don't spoil my reputation. They think I'm a troublesome person.
You aren't. You are not.
I am troublesome.
You are not troublesome. I know that you are a bookworm.
Yeah, I like books.
You read, so, and that was I want for you, and you giving me that kind of. I don't have trouble with you.
Okay, is that all?
You don't go out like that. You don't go out. No, your early stage. I don't know whether.
See, my friends don't think I say quiet.
Quiet. Maybe now you guys have.
I used to be on noisemaker.
Open heart up. No.
Well, that was me as a child, people.
Yeah,
I was quiet and I liked books. Sarah, shut up. All right. Well, what else do you have to say about me? I guess that's the additional question. She said that maybe I'm only showing you my good side at home. Maybe because I was afraid of talking at home because you were there. Maybe that's why you think I was quiet.
Well, I don't see you doing that. You're always from the school, sit down, carry books, watch TV, sit down. So I've never seen you say you want to go and beat somebody, greet somebody. So
I did that after
maybe because
school.
of the environment. Yeah.
The environment, and you were not always home. Like you come back late at night.
Well, the
So-
little one I saw.
Now you have to put the phone on silent.
It's silent.
No, I can hear your WhatsApp beeping. Alright. Well, Sarah, you've heard it. I was quiet as a kid, so take that. Talk about Alade. Remember her from our former neighbor.
Okay.
She's
Okay.
Alade, Femi Alade.
Okay.
Yeah, say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, communicate.
No, I think she's from your Facebook
Eh?
friend. No, we don't really talk like
So
that.
I see.
She's your friend on Facebook now.
Ah,
I think so. I don't know.
okay.
Yeah, once in a while I see her posts every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, so far that you've been here, what do you like about this place? At least something you like, even if it's not like London.
What do I say? Their roles are, they are more tolerable, unlike
Dan, I'm gonna throw your phone away. Why is it always
Yes.
buzzing? No, see the sound. Mute.
Okay.
Okay. What do you like about this place?
Well, everything is, what do I say? It's a neat place. I think.
So he's refused to take walk around. I told him to, because when I go to work, I tell him to just stroll around. He thinks he's gonna get shot. Because he's been watching a lot of CNN, by the way. And I tell him, no, you're not gonna get shot. Just walk around the house. And so he's been just staying indoors all day watching TV.
Sleeping too.
Yeah, it's too much sleep. Sarah also wants to know. She said, parenting boys. How was it for you as a father, and what advice do you give to us? Parenting boys, like for boys, like people that have boys. How was it for you as a father, and what advice do you give to us as new generation parents? Are you really in a position to give advice? They're just being.
My advice may not be palatable.
No, but let's hear it.
For boys, no.
Let's hear it.
They are not easy to. Boys.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys, anytime.
But what she really wants to know. She has 2 boys actually.
Just kind of advice. No, that's it. I can only give them advice. Give them the best, and then.
What does the best mean? That's so vague.
The best in education. Then maybe career guiding.
You didn't guide my career. You only told me to stop watching TV.
Because I know that you read your books and you're passing exams. So, you understand? I don't need to guide you.
You're not really
I'm not
qualified for this advice. So we're going to take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. Let them take it like that. But advice, once you are doing well and the school is there for you to, that's why you have most schools, they have guardians and counselors.
But the parents should do the job now. You can't, with the guidance and counselor, the way you're making the child. I don't think there's only so much the guidance and counselor that it can do. So Sarah wants to know specifically, like, what kind of advice, like, you're still being vague.
They should know the type of friends they're going to move with. That's all basic. Yeah. You don't move with bad friends.
So you should monitor their friends.
Yes.
What else again?
They should not keep late nights.
Late nights.
Some guys will just go and come back late in the night. My friends in social place, they don't know the time to come home at the right time.
This is miniature style parenting.
That does it now. By the time you're keeping late night, you get indulged into many.
But that thing can happen during the day as well. It's not just late at night.
But yes, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But at the same time, maybe because of our own environment, I know here everybody is free.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Sarah, I hope that answered your question. So basically, advising parenting 101. Use at your own risk. Use at your own risk, and it's know the friends your kids keep. Yeah, your boys keep. How about for the girls?
I know it's empty. I know it's empty. Just make sure we keep watch on them that they don't keep bad company. I don't think.
Oh, okay. So Sarah wants to know that did you give your kids sex education? I don't know.
No.
Why not?
It is on African. It is on African.
So nobody gave you sex education?
I say mother to mother, father to father.
Mother to mother. Oh.
And mother to
daughter.
Did
you give your son sex education?
No.
Why not? Like times have changed.
But the way those days it is on African for you to be discussing something like, yeah,
Okay.
it is from Africa. Mostly because of ladies, they grow up. I mean, the way maturely than guys.
Yeah.
So the mother always
Should
look
do
at,
that.
the mother always
Should always do that. Give the advice.
to.
How about the father to the son?
What does he need? Just the company you keep. What does it?
You've heard it. African men don't do sex education. All right. Loretta wants to know, what are some challenges you faced parenting and how did you overcome them?
Well, what do I have? It just the only thing I think I have was that of the work schedule.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I spend most of my times in the office. That's only the challenge. That's only the challenge I have. Spend more of my time in the office.
How many years you work for that place again?
Hey, 30.
30 years of your life.
30 years.
So as a child, he was never really around. Like he was there financially, like he provided financially, but he didn't have time to attend any of school events, anything like that. And growing up, I misread it as something else. Like maybe he wasn't just interested in us. But it wasn't until recently, after that talk, which you can listen to on the podcast, that I realized that it was because of his work. Even the times he was home, it wasn't really there in person because he was, still working in a way. So, you already said you have some regrets about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for parents that are hustling for the money now, what, like you that might enter into that kind of pattern, what would you tell them?
I think I would just advise them to balance the work and the home front. They should balance the way so that there will not be much gap. Though the work fetches the money,
Yeah.
but because if you are not there in the work, you will not get the salary.
Yeah.
But you need to balance it so that you don't have, the home front will not suffer. That's just it.
So they should
Mostly
be.
if you have understanding wife,
Yeah.
the home front may not suffer much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say maybe even if you're not gonna be there, talking to your kids and saying, because you never even told us. I never for once heard from you. I have to work, kids. I can't be there. You just
okay.
like a soldier.
I think probably because there was no much of telephones then.
Even when you were home, was it not military style regime? Where
It doesn't mean, but you can still call.
you could have written a letter.
That will come after how many days? Do you know how many times I've written to you that the letter will not even reach you?
You know what I used to get? I liked when you send me notes. You wrap it in paper and then you put like, put it.
Notes.
Yeah, I used to like that. You now say Zoom to. Every time I got letters from my dad, there was always money inside. I like that. I like. So I went to a boarding house and I knew whenever I got a letter from my dad, there was always money inside. Yeah. Thank God for mummies. Yeah, Loretta. Yeah, I was in a boarding house, so we get emails sometimes because we couldn't call through the phone. Norma said it might be challenging to monitor kids these days because of Facebook and social media.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Are you friends with all your kids on Facebook?
Am I?
Are you Facebook friends with your kid, all of your kids? How many do you have
3.
that we know of? Oh,
3.
for sure, 3.
3.
Okay. All right. How many? Are you friends with all of your kids on Facebook? That's supposed to be checked, right?
No.
You're not friends with them. Who are you not friends with? The last one.
Yeah.
Why not?
I can't even find his name on Facebook.
That's an inside joke. So the challenge might be there, normal, but it's just what it is. I think if you remember the episode I did with Mr. and Mrs. Lawal, that the best you can do for your kids is give them a strong foundation and a good foundation, and you hope that they would imbibe all of that and do that. Remember Barabola now from South Africa?
All right. Okay.
Yeah, he said, "I'm really happy you have broken the ice. It's the start of an awesome relationship you will both have going forward. Many of our Niger families were similarly structured. Balance the world, just as Idu just said." That's your nickname. Alright. So, yeah, pocket money. I think another question I have for you was, If you could go back and change one thing, as far as us growing up, what would that be and why? Depending when we have more questions.
If
You could change one thing.
you have to be born again,
Be born again.
that I have to.
No, not in oh God. Not in that sense of the life, but just if you could go back and change one thing. Now that you know how they say hindsight is 2020.
Can one still change the past?
You can, but you can also reflect on it. For example,
You can only
because
reflect.
the
You
people
can't
that
change.
I know, but people that are listening, they could be on the path that you were on, and you could be that person that will say, "Hey, don't do that. I did this, and this is what happened to me." Your job in life might be to.
I don't think that parenting now is not like the olden days. I think things are changing.
It's never gonna be. Even the next generation will say this.
So-
There's always gonna be a gap, but.
So,
Just based on your perspective and holding constant the fact that you grew up in a different generation, the boring generation, what would you say were some of the things you could have done different? Like things you could do differently?
like I said earlier on, just make sure that you are available. If not all the time, I think most of the time.
Yeah. And I think communication too.
Communication.
You
No,
don't like to talk.
well, I'm not on the talking side. Now it's action side.
Yeah, why?
Like I told you, the background
Yeah.
was all military. So it's kind of in me.
Can't believe we're talking now. Like if someone had told me that we're gonna ever sit down and talk like this, and I will look at you like this, I would just be like, never ever. You know?
Why?
I've already established the fact that I was very afraid of you.
You establish it. It was not a mutual establishment.
Wait, why would you be afraid of me?
So
No, the power balance was think about the power distance between a child and their parent. Okay, let me explain to you. A child grows up, they see their kid.
I want to ask a question now. Is it only you that is afraid of me, or all of you are afraid of me?
They're boys, and I can't really. I know Wale. That's the middle child, by the way. He's totally different. I'm a girl. I'm different. I have tender sensibility.
If your brothers are not afraid of me, why you?
Because I'm a girl. It's different.
So
Men are like, and I'm a sensitive person as well. I absorb a lot, So, anyways, the power distance between a parent and a child is really wide because your parents they're like gods to you. You see them in a way, and you are like Zeus, the god of war, like So I was really afraid of you. I didn't think we could ever have this conversation. I didn't think we could even be friends, talking and laughing. So, I mean, that's some progress.
You are growing up now, so I can't be where I was treating that.
And I'm not even afraid of you anymore. Like, even if you shout now, I'm just gonna be like,
Have I been shouting?
You can't shout. You're too getting older now. I've been looking at yourself in the mirror this week. You're getting older. This is we're the new generation now. We're the ones on the block. Anyways, just kidding. But yeah, so maybe I think it's good to discipline your kids, but I think what was missing there was you didn't talk. You didn't talk a lot. So I saw a lot of that action, and it made me more fearful of you. So I think talking. And yeah, I'm the first child. Remember?
Yeah.
I'm the first one. There wasn't a senior person to look up to and say, "Oh, don't worry, your dad is not always like that. Nobody to talk to," and you never really talk to me. But my friends liked you, by the way, which was really weird.
Which one of them?
All my neighbors now, they thought you were a fun person to manage.
So I'm just saying it. Your own will be different if your friends are
because you never talk to me. Maybe you treated them differently.
How?
You're like the fun uncle they didn't get to live with. I saw the Lion of Judah. They saw the Holy Spirit or something like that. Just that kind of analogy. But yeah, like I said, I'm not afraid of you.
No problem.
All right. So for people that are like, I think the question will be, it's good to. I think like it's still good to, lay rules, set boundaries for your kids. But I think the important thing is communicating with them. Do you agree?
It's important. No doubt about that. It's important.
Yeah. But your wife really, she tried a lot.
Yeah.
She tried a lot because I think she overcompensated
for my shortcomings.
For your shortcomings. And sometimes when she did that a lot, it made it more obvious that you weren't like doing some aspects. So it was sometimes I got angry about that growing up.
And because she had the time, I don't have the time.
I didn't know it was the time. I thought it was just the lack of interest.
Time. No, it wasn't lack of
interest.
interest.
I did not know. So take for example, when I was in boarding house.
Let us know. So you will not know.
Dad, communication. You came when I was in boarding house. From the whole 6 years I was in boarding house, you only came twice.
Okay.
When I got in and then when I left.
Can you tell us the dates?
Of course. January 17th, 1997 was when I got into boarding house.
Okay.
It was on a Friday.
Okay.
And I left July 2002.
So those are the only 2 times I came.
Yes. July. Yeah, I remember. Of course, I remember. You never.
Your records are poor.
Which record? When did you come to me? You never came. That was the only 2 times you came.
Twice.
Yes. When I resumed, in fact, the first time I resumed, like, hurry, let's go. It's getting dark.
I've been there several times.
Maybe you drove past my school to Lorry for one of your parties.
No.
When?
No. I know that. That's your school from year 1 to year.
That I'm talking about Oyo.
Did you attend 2 secondary schools?
So I'm telling you that seriously, believe me. You know I'm very accurate with numbers.
Not on this
and you know you're getting old.
It doesn't.
You're getting older, so you're.
I know. My brain is not getting old. Forget about that issue.
That
know that I've come to that place several times.
Several times. That are being generous.
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
So I did not come year 1. I didn't come year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5.
So that's how many years did I spend in secondary school?
5.
See, you've run 6 years.
Okay, you people have started your DSS. Okay, you're right.
See? Maybe I'm mixing with one of your other kids. I don't have a lot. You don't have a lot. You've got the wrong kid. You've got the wrong kid. It's not me.
No, but it's you. No. I think it was when it only was 2 days from I had to register in one of the transport companies.
Oh, yeah. No, wasn't you that was always taking us? It was mom.
Your mommy doesn't know how to drive.
No, she eventually learned how to drive. but she used to. She
has never taken you to that place.
You've never even driven us there. You only did it twice when you took me.
It can't be twice now.
That is okay. Let's just forget about that. Yeah, I know.
I said you want to go back to your school and ask your principal.
No, I'm telling you, it's fine. Okay. All right. So I picked him up on the airport on Thursday, by the way, and the first thing I had to do, not the first thing I had to do was to pay for cable. I don't watch TV, by the way. I watch TV selectively. I listen to news when I want. Well, I listen to news every day, but through other sources. And the first thing he made me do was pay for cable. And I'm like, you're only going to be here for a short period of time. I was like, pay for cable. So he's been spending all day long watching TV. So my argument is, why would you come all the way from Nigeria to come and be watching TV here? And so maybe what we need now is ideas of where we can send you to. You're not gonna be shot at here. Don't be afraid to walk around.
And just get me a bodyguard.
Bodyguard for what?
In case missiles are coming, you'll be able to go.
Why would they come after you?
I don't know. Say I learned that this place is a white only place.
Doesn't matter. They're nice people. People are people everywhere.
You can see some nasty one among them.
Yeah, people are still people everywhere. It's a safe place here.
I need to be on the safer side.
But
I didn't come here with injury. I don't want to go back with injury.
You can't get injured here. People can. The way everyone.
It's better I go back to where I have black people.
What would you and black people? People are people. I don't. Well, it's good to acknowledge skin color, but I don't really see skin color. I look at people and I see people for who they are. People that you can love instantly, and people that really requires a lot of time to be loved, like you. So maybe you shouldn't be so afraid of people, is it?
Well, another place closer to cowboys and.
What's up with I love cowboys.
You love them?
Yeah. I love you shouldn't be afraid. Seriously, if it wasn't a good environment, I wouldn't have lived here. It's actually one of the safest places you can live around here.
That's why I don't have crab here.
It's just, people like to keep to themselves here for the most part.
No.
Seriously.
This place is not like Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to live in Chicago.
No, because maybe we are used to that in our place.
Yeah, but I think you just like Guguero.
Yes.
But this place is I like it. It's quieter than most places, but you need a car to get around.
Can I drive?
We can walk around here. I have a large
complex.
From
where? Do you have any mall around here that one can trek to?
Oh no, nobody treks to the mall. You drive to the mall here. That's why we're so overrated.
So that's it. You see
Yeah,
now,
yeah. There's a mall around the corner, but you can't walk it because they're mostly on highways. And if
how
you
many
walk,
how many minutes right?
maybe about 15 minutes drive,
So that means maybe around 30 or 45 minutes walk.
maybe an hour because there are walkways and there are highways. You cannot cross. You know how you used to cross the highway.
You can't cross. Why?
You want to get a ticket. That's called jaywalking.
I cannot cross.
You can't cross the highway there. And we don't have a lot of overhead bridges here either.
So how do you want cross?
You have to walk. If there's a sidewalk, you use the sidewalk, and if there's a walk side, you can use the walk side.
So if I want to cross to the other side, I have to.
It depends. It depends. So because you can't go through the highway will be faster to walk through, but because you can't go through, you have to go through the walkways, and that will take you a longer time. America is safe. It's not
So
like
one cannot cross the express on
you can't cross the expressway. There's
at
no.
all.
Do you know?
Once the road
do you know
is
the
free,
speed?
if the road is free, you can cross.
This guy, someone please explain to this. No, you can't do highway crossings here because the speed people are going like because there's no stop sign. There's no the only time people stop is when there's an accident or there's slower traffic or when it's raining. They're talking about 60 miles, 65 miles. You want to become road kilichi.
The issue is now here is if the road is free, no cars are coming.
Dad, you can't cross
You
the
can
road.
cross.
No, you can't cross. You can't cross the highway. You can cross regular roads, but you have to use the walk sign. They'll tell you when it's walk. You see the walkman sign like this
Okay.
thing like that.
Don't worry.
Seriously, if you don't see a walk sign, don't cross.
Don't cross.
You will get ticketed.
They will give me ticket.
Of course. Don't you have you already have a name on your passport, right?
So who will pay?
You have to pay. No, you're gonna be banned from coming next time.
Let them hold their country now. Man.
But Dad, don't cross.
I'm not even going out, so the issue of crossing will not even come up.
Okay, good. So before you came to the show, you said I should pay you appearance fee.
Yes.
Why? What do you think is more famous between me and you?
I think for today, me.
No, you should be the one paying me to be on my show.
People are gotten used to you, so I'm the guest of the day. So if you are guest on the television show, they have to pay you.
Yeah.
Appearance fee, yes now. So
Okay.
even it's $1, I think I must get something.
I'll pay you $1. How's that? And you give me $2 back. My friend, she's from the UK. Her name is Fatima. She wants to know how proud are you of me? Let me look at her specific questions. But I think that's around that line. Yeah. What would you like to say about me or like?
You said that one before.
Yeah, I think you answer that question. Okay, so by the end of your trip, what would you like to have achieved?
And then my trip, I think, come here for the first time and seeing you,
Yeah.
knowing where you live. I think I know you are in a safer place.
Yeah, I'm always safe.
You know, but after safe, there's safer.
Yeah. Yeah, safer. Like Chicago is safe. This place is safer. Yeah. But you still like Chicago.
Because I see people. Yeah, maybe in an hour interval, you may not see more than 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, because people keep to themselves for the most part here. Alright. You like Arsenal, right?
More than any other thing. More than food.
I remember that. So you had a little bit of background. He'll fly to go watch Arsenal play. But you guys have not been doing well.
Oh, well, we'll soon be doing well.
You've been for how
I
many
think
years?
we won the match with now.
But then you lose. You always keep losing. Do you think maybe that's why you're? I feel like there are two kinds of people: those that like Arsenal and they always hope for the best, but then they still always end up losing all the time. It's not time that you change your club and support another club.
I can't change it.
Is that just generally about you?
Fidelity is the word.
Fidelity, but they're losers now.
A game, either you win a game, you draw or lose.
But you guys have been on this losing streak, like losing. There's a pattern.
From when?
Just generally.
No, from when? Last season or this season?
They're not even looking good this season.
3 out of 5. It's not good.
How about last
3
season?
years.
Last season, come.
We have 20 clubs in the Premiership.
Yeah.
So if we are 6,
No, that's double standard. Because I remember when I was in primary school, I used to come first, and you will not say anything. When I remember one time in particular, I came third. You know, I said, what happened to the first and second position? If you cannot allow me, your daughter, to come third, why is it okay for Arsenal to be 6th out of 20? If Arsenal were your child, wouldn't you have talked to your child about that?
You know, everything is about money. Premier League is money.
Am I not about money?
No, I'm talking about football now. This is football matter. So if you have money, you can buy Ronaldo, buy Messi, all of them, and put them in Arsenal. But if there is no money, you use what you have to achieve what you need. That's it.
Okay, let's talk about retirement.
Yeah.
You've been retired for how many years now?
Going to 6 years.
6 years. Hi, Lourdes. This is my co-worker, Dr. Planas. She's my next door. She's my very good friend as well.
All right.
She's saying hi. So you're your father's daughter. Hi, Lourdes. So you've been retired for 6 years.
Yeah.
How's it been like for you? What do you like about it and what don't you like about it?
Huh?
I want to retire when I'm 40, by the way.
You want to be that when you are 40? Why?
Yeah, because I want to retire early.
And be doing what?
Traveling the world and telling stories and meeting people.
Traveling around the world?
Max 45. I'm not going to work, my tail off like you did. Thank you for working, by the way, but times have changed now. We can eat our cake and have it all. So retirement, what has it been like for you?
Initially, it wasn't easy, but after about 2 years, I started to find the first year was sickness.
You were sick?
I was sick.
Was it like, what kind of sickness? Like physical or mental? Or both?
No, physical.
I didn't know that.
Well, I was not.
You're a workaholic, like you worked from 6 o'clock. You leave the house like before 7, right?
Before?
6:30.
Before?
What time?
That was then, no?
Yeah.
Since we moved down to our new place,
Yeah.
4:35 a.m. I must be on the road. Come back 11 p.m. at times midnight.
How many years did you work after? Like, how many years did you work from Ipaja?
Ipaja, I think I moved down to Ipaja 2006. So I spent 6 years before I retired.
So you're used to that kind of grind every day.
Yeah.
And then
Because if you don't leave early, you go to office late.
what happens if you get there late?
No, you can't, as a boss now, you can't be going to office late.
Yeah.
You must lead good example.
Okay. So we've retired now. Were you? To me, it didn't sound like you were really prepared for retirement.
Yeah, at that time I wasn't prepared. What happened was I had to go.
So, for those that might be considering retirement, like what kind of tips would you give them, especially in Nigeria or African countries?
They should start their retirement from the day they get their employment.
So, like saving?
Yes. I have plan B. But unfortunately, now if you want to do a plan B, if you are not even there, you invest in one business or other. If you are not there, forget. People will ruin the business for before you even come around. So any business you want to do in Nigeria, for now, I'm just telling from experience, if you are not there, 90%, don't go into the business.
So basically start early, right?
You start early.
And then
keep your money aside. So keep your money aside for what you then start planning that if I leave today, if you are employed today, just believe that tomorrow you can be asked to go. That's just the new thing now. You can be asked to go tomorrow. Maybe if you don't meet up,
metrics.
They are what you call the KPI.
Yeah, key performance index.
Interest.
Yeah.
You don't meet up, they can ask you to go. So don't believe that because you're earning well, you eat, you spend everything on fictitious things. You'll be done for.
Okay. 2 questions for you, babe. There are more questions.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've spoken to some people like me that didn't really have a good relationship with their fathers growing up. And some are even saying they can never talk to their father because, he would never listen, or their dad is very stubborn. And I'm thinking, like, can the dad be as, tough as my dad? So for those kind of people that are still considering talking to their father, just to have a conversation like we did, and I'm not sure how to navigate it, how would you advise them to go about doing that?
Oh, they should approach the father now. They should approach the father.
But initially, no, I approached you. You were very mad at me.
Mad on what matter?
Like, you were initially angry. Well, not angry, but initially, I understand why you were that way, because there was no way we could have done it. But we needed to, like, scatter it before to make it straight, right? But some people are really saying that maybe they feel like their father might not be, that it might even make the relationship worse. Do you think there's a possibility of that?
No. There's no way that their father will make any relationship, because if you say somebody is your father, it's your father now. It's not somebody else's father. So there should be that mutual something. You should be able to relate with your dad.
Okay.
Let him even shout on you. Approach so that I can clear your mind. Don't have any wrong perception about your daddy. That evil. You are not going to talk for him.
Yeah.
Let him talk.
So the way I did it was to send you a WhatsApp message, because I'm better writing than talking about emotional stuff. And your own mode of communication is talking. Of course, you're military, so shout, right? And so, so first, you need to understand, maybe consider the recipe and your father or your mother's style of communication. So I think you should take that into consideration. And all the things I sent to you, I had to send it to Taiwo and my friends to read first, so I can be sure that I'm not being too angry when I texted you about that. But of course, you didn't like to talk. You didn't like to text when to talk. So maybe they should also consider the preferred style of communication for their parents. Would you see that as important?
That is very important. So that I can flash out any animosity.
Yeah.
Must have been having.
Okay. So, and how I did it, would you say there's anything I could have done better?
I have to say, like I told you earlier on, the letter was too harsh.
That was too harsh. You should have said version 12.
Maybe I may not be here today.
Yeah. What would you want to do?
I may not be here today if I that long.
Yeah, I know. That version was.
I was angry. I have to say it.
That version was approved by the jury of my peers. About 6 people read that version before I sent it out. So let's thank God for those 6 people first. If you think that was harsh, you should have seen the first version.
I will not come here again if I have seen that one.
But I guess even though when you read that, you still knew that it wasn't, that I didn't mean it to be in a disrespectful way. It just was a means of just trying to at least start the discussion, right?
Well, why I get angry about it was there was no proud discussion.
I know.
Having this thing.
I know.
So if you have something against somebody and you did not even allow that person to do, and then you now put everything up.
Because I couldn't remember. I told you that.
But we have been communicating.
But it's different though. You've forgotten how our communication used to be. I'll call you for like 30 something seconds. Hello, how are you? How's your health? Bye. And that was it. We didn't talk about anything else. And then if you watch your CNN, your fake news CNN, if you watch
why must you say CNN is fake news? So those ocean surge now is fake. That are doing for almost 48 hours now. That's not good. Is it fake? No, so which one is fake news?
All of them are fake news.
Okay, so there's nothing like ocean surge.
There's also
ocean
surge. Yeah, let's not go into politics. This is why
it's not politics. This is broadcasting. It's not politics.
They've been known to jump the gun in recent times. Like they will say news and then let's not go into that. This is gonna be very.
So they found out the news is false.
Like too soon, almost like premature news casting.
Because they are everywhere.
Because what?
They are everywhere.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just see, there are two kinds of now we live in America where people are divided into two. Those that watch CNN and those that don't watch CNN.
Well, you have your choice.
Yeah. But anyways, let's forget about still fake news. So because what was I even saying about now? I've forgotten my stream of thoughts.
We're talking about the letter.
And then before I can't remember. See, this is what happens when we talk about CNN. Uh, anyways, I can't remember. Oh yeah. Or when you see something that happened in Texas, you call me and be like, "Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I saw that there was a shooter here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. That was thoughtful of you. But you never really asked me how am I doing? How are you coping in the U.S. Like we never had like which is good because I mean it wasn't good, but it was just I think I just understood that we didn't have that kind of relationship, you know. Or like mom was different. Mom.
Calls every minute.
Not every minute. Yeah, she would try to call, but I don't pick up every minute. But
Okay.
mom was different. But you have a very good wife, you know that.
I know.
Can you let her know that in case she's watching this?
Hmm?
Can you let her know how much you appreciate her? Because not
I
even
know,
for
I
her,
know she's not watching.
she's gonna watch it later. She actually always watches my show, unlike you, by the way. So if
I do watch.
I know. If mom is watching, if she's gonna watch, I know that.
I know.
What can you tell her?
I love her. That's just it.
You actually said the love word.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So, okay.
Rapture is about coming. Called.
So the one love
Tell
that-
Angel Michael to sound the trumpet. I've never heard you say love before. No, you're just an
You're
African
not my
man.
wife now.
You cannot love your kids.
No. If I say I love her, I love to her. So I love
You
her.
can't say I love. You can't tell your kids I love you.
I can say, but what you say, you don't have me saying it.
Oh no! Just well, maybe you have not been around for a while. I know you have a way of showing love. You're just like an African man, you know. Oh, good God! But can you tell your kids I love you?
Why not?
But you haven't said it before, Dad. Don't
Maybe-
say it. Don't say
maybe
it. Don't
in
say
my
it. You have to
mind.
say in your mind.
Yes.
Am I a mind reader? Oh, good God! Different generation. Different generation. What was your dad like? Did your dad ever say I love you to you?
No. The word love is not there.
Yeah, but did he show it?
Yeah. Once you do it.
This it is.
Once
Once you do
perform
well.
yeah.
See, that's not condition. That's very. It's a performance based kind of love. But that's very fickle. Imagine your friend. Imagine you have a friend that can only call you when they need something. How would you feel about that friend? Exactly. So how much more a parent that only shows love to you because you're performing well? What's that telling the child?
You know, the upbringing of the generation of my parents is from my own generation.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, your own generation is still going to be
Better?
better.
I think
generation.
there's always a generational gap, and the
Yes.
generation before, the generation after tries to do a little bit better than what the generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I'll say this much about you. You've given us a template to work with.
Yeah.
You know. Now the challenge is for future parents to do better and raise because it only
Raise
keeps
the bar.
getting better.
Yeah.
But it can only get better if you get to know the past and you see the patterns and then you try to change them. You know when I really started liking you a little bit better was when I heard about your story, like how you were before you became dad. You know, I talked to some of your siblings and I talked to mom, and so I began to understand you better, to understand why you did behave the way you behaved. So I had that understanding. It wasn't as if I condoned your actions, but it came from a place of understanding. Like, okay, I can see how your pattern of thoughts might have been formed by the way you grew up. You know, so and in that regard, if I were to look at you from that template, I could understand you better, and it made my heart softer. And of course, you know, Jesus too was part of it. If not for Jesus, we won't be talking today.
Okay.
So you should.
You can't do Father Jesus.
Yeah, you should thank Jesus because they can't see you on the camera anymore. Can't see you on the camera anymore. Anyways, so do you have any? I think we don't have any more questions. So what do you have any final thoughts before we close? Any parenting tips you thought about? Yeah. Do you have any thoughts? What are you thinking about that? Do you think it's easier to raise boys or girls?
It's easier to raise girls.
Easier?
Easier to raise guys.
Really?
Yeah, boys. I mean girls.
Ah. Than boys.
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the naughty behavior of boys. I have a colleague now that has 3 boys. In fact, he's having a headache. Headache.
Headaches?
Headache. Was,
But I think that's subjective though. It's not like general.
well, I don't know, but you look at the trend.
Yeah.
If you pick 5, 3,
That's a very constrictive sample size. That you can't
not
generalize.
giving, I don't let those.
You're talking to a researcher. I don't like generalization. You can just say based on these people I've interacted with.
That's what I'm saying now.
Okay.
I think 5. That's 5 of the people I know.
Yeah.
All boys. Even to their mother is having a headache. Not to talk of the father.
But your boys are not bad now. Your boys.
They're not bad.
Yeah, they're good boys. Except for that one. We're not going to mention his name. So my friend, my senior friend actually, her name is Corny. She's Korean.
Okay.
And then has Corny, she wants to ask that what are you looking forward to doing while you're here with me? What's the most thing you're looking forward to doing with your daughter while you're in Oklahoma? Just watch TV.
I watch football.
But I don't watch football. You made me.
It's not your hobby. It's my hobby.
But you made me really hate
you know
watching
that I
football.
love football.
I know it's too much. I think sometimes you love football more than your kids.
No.
You hesitated a little bit.
No. Why would you say I love football?
It's just sometimes I feel like you're just too passionate. If you had applied that same passion you had for football towards your kids, Dad would have been best friends a long time ago. I'm just saying. But it's okay. I mean, it's one of your passions. It's not even a hobby. It's a passion for
I
you.
travel with our national team.
Yeah, someone I know that would travel tomorrow to go and watch somebody play. Arsenal, the loser club. But they say what do you want us to do?
I never watch Arsenal like
You never
much.
go to, really? So what do you go and watch in?
No, I just go on holiday. I don't go there because the ticket is very
expensive.
Very expensive. Once you don't buy it before the season starts. So I watch it on TV there.
But I guess the question is, what are you looking forward to doing with me? So you have to understand that it has to be something I like to do as well. Not just about you anymore now. I'm right here.
Do with you. We need to be communicating. We should improve our communication.
How do you think we should do it?
So you can be talking. You should be talking.
What do you want to know about me? I don't think you really know me.
About you?
Yeah. I don't think you really know me, do you?
You are totally now.
No, but you know my name.
Yeah.
But I don't think you really know me. Like me. My likes, my dislikes. It's just what makes me tick.
I don't know that one.
See?
I know that I know you.
It's too late now.
I know you.
Well, it's not too late though. I mean, so just communicate. But we can always do that while you're not in Oklahoma. Now that we're here spending time for a while, is there anything in particular you like for us to do together?
No. I know you are busy. You have your work to do. I can't take your time.
I took a day off for you on Thursday. Didn't you notice I didn't go to work on Thursday? Yeah, and I'm taking Monday off for you. So we can do that stuff.
You told me you're going to take me out.
To the mall, but is that all you want to do?
Any other thing?
What do you like to do?
You see, this place, I'm new here.
You just don't like
maybe
it.
because this is my first time of coming. Maybe the next time I'm going to come around, I have know my itinerary. But now I don't even know anywhere. Where do I know? If the road is as long as on any road. So I don't know anywhere. So I can't go out without being mobile.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna take you to the mall, and then we're gonna go do pedicure. I'm gonna take you to the spa. We'll do pedicure for you, and then I'll do manicure and pedicure. They'll clean your nails. Don't put paint on it. Would you like to paint your nails? So?
If it's okay for men.
No, not so much. But I don't think you want to do it. But that's that. But you just want us to communicate more, and yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It may be on WhatsApp. Not every time you have time, the enough listen to call on phone.
Yeah.
The time zone, time difference is another thing.
Yeah, 6 hours. That's
6
a lot.
hours,
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, that's Sister Okon, by the way. She used to work with me in Chevron.
Ooh.
Sister Okon, you probably don't remember her. She was one of the nurses that used to work in Chevron.
Yeah,
she's saying hi. Yeah.
I'm greeting
and my senior friend, Sister MC Shemola, she's saying hi too.
Hi to everybody.
Lamide, go ahead and ask your question. Lamide, my very good friend from way back. She wants to ask a lot of questions, but she doesn't know how. Don't want to ask again. I don't know. I don't have any questions. And any final questions before we call it a wrap? Anyone's got questions? Oh, I have a. Why do you like sending broadcast messages? You and mom. All these I said a prayer for you today. Forward it to 10 people.
You are used to forward that?
Yeah.
No.
You are better. Mom is like. You talk to your wife about that. All those WhatsApp broadcast messages.
Okay, it's not good.
I judge you people, by the way. Seriously. Seriously. It's just.
Not all the times.
No, you're better. No, I'm saying you're better compared to mom. Oh, mom is like the chief. You're like the scribe.
Chief and scribe.
Yeah, but you're all, together.
Chief scribe.
But do you get this message she sends?
Huh?
Oh, she's toned down a lot too. Because I remember in the past, she just before, I'm like, Mom, really, before you said.
Because she's in a place that the network is bad. So she can't be doing that for now.
Yeah, maybe that's why. But let's then go for that. Because, that would be very, very hard. Oh, Yemisi wants to know that, how was your childhood like?
Who?
Yemisi.
What to?
No, how was your childhood like? Yemisi, she listened to his episode with me, but she wants to know what your childhood was like.
I live mostly with my dad.
Yeah. So his parents were they separated? They never got divorced, right? How did they meet? Because they're so different in personality. Like you and mom. Mom is nicer, she's quieter. How did your parents meet? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay. So you live mostly with your dad, but you liked your mom. What did you like?
They were living. Okay, because that time my dad worked in Lagos.
Okay.
While she was working in Ikorodu. So only weekends my dad would go to Ikorodu.
Okay.
We go to Ikorodu only on holidays. So later I think they had issues and they had to separate. So all of us are living with my dad.
So, but I remember you saying that because your parents were not together and you didn't want your dad to feel like you were spending time with your mom, you would sneak and not see your mom.
Yeah, I have to sneak out.
But that's so
mostly
much.
when we are on holiday.
Yeah, but that's so much pressure for a child to be doing that. How old were you?
I was in primary school then.
What does that? Most people don't know primary school.
Primary school, yeah. I was around 9, 10.
That's too young for you to be playing. What's the word? Arbitrator between your mom and dad. That's too much pressure.
You have to sneak out.
Yeah. And then was that it? Do you have any fond memories of growing up?
Fond memory? No, skip it. I don't remember any now.
That means you don't have any.
I must have many because
It's old age.
It's not old age per se.
Okay. Did you have friends growing up?
Several.
Do you guys so close to them, like your childhood friends?
Like I had 20 children cannot live together for 20 years.
Yeah.
We only talk to ourselves maybe via Facebook. I still have some of my primary or my elementary school friends around, my secondary school, my university days. So we see there are some that were even on a group chat. We created it.
I think I got that from you. You have very good friends. And I think because you're a good friend. Yeah. You had a lot of good things that you were good at. Except that, that thing, of course, one of growing up. But then I know you have a lot of good friends that they will come all the way from any part of the world for you. Yeah. And I think that's because you're a good friend. So I think I learned that from you. How to be loyal and how to, really appreciate your friends. Because they always talk so fondly about you. And even now that you're here, they've been saying, because of that, we even had to extend his ticket, by the way. So he could spend more time with his friends. So that's good. I think I learned that from her because mom, you know, mom, she doesn't.
Mom.
We're the only friends she has. Hello, mom. Well, we're the only friends mom has, and yeah, mom is just mom. But you like friends. You like to travel a lot. You can see your friends from all over.
She realized that when we were
Your
doing the
dad,
burial of my
yeah,
dad,
yeah.
she saw many people say, if it to be her, that she won't get more than one or two.
Because,
around, so.
but mom is nice. She's good, but you know that she doesn't go.
She's not the outgoing type.
Yeah, she doesn't outgoing type, and she doesn't like. She's not very good on going to visit. Maybe she'll call once in a while, but you know that she has.
Even the only friend that I know with her, BC.
Yeah, there's that. They're like that.
Once in 10 months, they may not even talk to each other. So I don't know. She's not the.
Mom is.
When I say let's go and they say,
yeah, mom is the. Yeah, I get some things from mom and I get some things from you, but I think we have similar personalities, and I have some things that I learn from mom. And I read my friend Connie, my big sister Connie's message wrong. I think her question was, "What am I looking forward to doing with you?" I think just to talk and show you around. I wish I had come at a time when I could. I'm gonna take some time off to spend time with you, but I'll take you around. I'll take you to the mall so you can see. And then, hey, I'm hosting a dinner for you today. You forgot to mention that.
So, something to drink?
Of course. I'm making Korean food.
No.
You ate Korean food yesterday.
I don't like it.
You didn't like that? You had like the extra pancake.
I prefer Chinese food.
Dad, don't be racist.
Because I've tasted it.
But then you haven't not eating the Korean food.
Okay, give me African food.
Okay, hold on. You had that pancake yesterday.
Pancake is we eat it in Nigeria.
No, that was Korean pancake. That was passion.
Pancake is pancake.
No. They had Korean spices in it.
What did they use?
I put gochujang on it and then this
it's not flour.
It's not flour, there's a paste there. Anyways.
But it's made of flour.
Yeah.
We have flour in Nigeria.
No, flour that has soybean in it. Like soybean paste.
Soybean.
Oh, goodness.
We have soybean in Nigeria too.
Anyway, so I'm hosting a dinner for him tonight with my friends. And they're coming, about 15 people are coming to see you.
To see me? Are they coming with tickets?
Oh, God, Daddy.
No, they must pay a good fee.
They're not paying gate fee. They're just coming to say hi to you and see you.
Available. I'm going to.
I think it's the best way for you to get to meet my friends so that you can see you. Because everybody knows about you now. Because I've written about you.
Yeah, I saw it.
And I've talked about you a lot. So I made you famous.
No problem.
Don't say I didn't do anything for you. If it's anything
you something.
Yeah, yes. Then I put you.
I'm not in the family archives.
That I made you famous.
Yeah.
Anyways,
thank you.
Yeah. Oh, she said this is beautiful, Mom. There's nothing as beautiful as this, spending time with Daddy. I think so. Yeah. You came at a good time. The weather is nice.
The weather is nice.
It was very hot in the summer, by the way. I don't think you'll have liked it here.
I love.
You love summer.
I don't like all this cold.
This is not. This is cold.
I know it's not yet cold.
This one is nothing. Even at Chicago, you're going to stay. You regret it. As far as the cold, if that time you're gonna be there, it's very cold and windy in Chicago. So Pawan is Indian. So in Indian, like when mom came, my friends call her auntie, because that's what they call your friends.
Okay.
So he would like to know if it's okay to call you uncle.
Call me anything you like.
So you say you can call him anything. Dad, you can't just call you anything. They still want to respect you, in that culture.
Uncle, not to
uncle, okay, yeah, uncle. All right. Last round of questions before we round off. Any more questions? Well, I want to say thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me too.
Thank you, everybody. It was really nice to, and I hope that you really enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Yeah.
And stop watching TV, especially CNN, and watch other news channels as well.
It's football. If not football, it's not. CNN is just by the way. It's not any football channel. I want to watch, even if it's old matches.
Yeah.
I watch them.
Football. I don't get it.
They treat me.
I don't get it. All right then. Everyone, thanks for joining us today on this episode. Really nice.
Thank you all for the questions.
And yeah, Pawan, nice to meet you. Well, Pawan says nice to meet you, Uncle.
Thank you.
Yeah. So they think you're funny. Why do they think you're funny?
Maybe that's the way you see me. I'm funny.
I think I get my you have a sense of humor that is different. Like there's a way you tend to make jokes, and I think I got that style from you making jokes. I think they call it dark humor. Yeah, my friends think you're funny. So yeah.
I am.
Sometimes, yeah. Now you begin to be funny these days. Before I didn't think you were very funny. All right,
When you have
everyone.
to work, you have to be strict. When it's social aspect, you put in that funny stuff.
All right, thank you all.
Okay, now, thank you.
Have a good night and thanks for joining us. Check out www.mostcivil.com and yeah, watch out for this space for more videos from people that have inspired me and yeah. Bye.